Sola,
the world's fastest talking woman. She can speak more than 600 words per minute. How does she do it?
It's just like natural, especially when I'm excited about something.
But this isn't normal.
Okay, but I'm in this room and I'm going to be doing the show. It's called More Than Human.
So we brought her to our More Than Human technical facility to find out the physiology of what she's doing
With something like putting an EEG or something on my...
and how she's doing it. Our investigation will be supervised by Dr. Kurt Burgess, a professor of cognitive neuroscience and psycholinguistics. In just talking to Fran, he can already break down some of her skills.
One thing that happens with her speech when she's going really fast is that she tends to normalize her speech. A lot of the intonation is lost.
Right,
more
of course,
monotone.
because anytime I go up and down, it's going to lose time.
That's right.
Yeah, and actually, you know, it's interesting, too. If I make myself speak a little higher like this, like Alvin and the Chipmunks, then you can actually understand me better, although I feel a little weird talking like that.
Watch Fran speak. Look closely at her lips. Now watch her compared to me. I speak normally, more or less. Dr. Burgess watched tapes of Fran and normal people talking about the same subject. Then, he transcribed what they said and compared them. That gave him important data about what enables Fran to speak so quickly.
You tend to use shorter sentences. You don't have as many questions.
In short, he found that she has exceptional efficiency with language.
You actually tend to use more abbreviations, 3 times more than the control group used.
Fran also speeds up speech by eliminating the pauses between words. And you're probably wondering if this is just a woman who drinks a lot of coffee.
Just get it out. What's really weird is coffee makes me talk slow. If I drink coffee, it does something to my brain, which I don't know, maybe you'll be able to figure out someday or whatever. I don't know what, it makes me talk slow. And if I drink cranberry juice, it makes me feel like I'm drunk. So
Cheap date.
You also use half as many tentative words as other people use. Words like maybe or perhaps or I guess. You're much more certain about what you're talking about, and I think that certainty about what you're talking about contributes to your being able to speak fast as well.
Aren't you glad she's not a telemarketer? We've boiled down this blistering volt of babble, and now we'll put the tsunami of talk to the test and share the secret of her supersonic speech. The first test. Can she hear fast?
right.
Professor Burgess thinks she can, so he's recorded a passage from literature and sped it up to 400 words per minute. If Fran can tell us what it's about, her hearing will be more than human.
Okay, here we go.
Family of Dashers belong to their state was largely residents of the northern part and center of their property for many generations. They lived in so respectable manners to engage in a general good opinion of their surrounding acquaintance.
Recognize that? We'll play it again.
Their state was largely residents of the northern part and center of their property for many generations. They lived in so respectable manners to engage in a general good opinion of their surrounding acquaintance.
something about directions and the family manner, and then a surrounding with the respectable place. I mean,
I heard surrounding acquaintance.
Okay.
Is that in there?
Yes, yes, it is. It's actually first part of the first paragraph from Jane Austen's Sense and Sensibility.
She's got a whole lot more than me, but I never liked Jane Austen. What this is showing us is that she can hear almost as fast as she talks. But we really want to know how fast she can talk. So we set up this challenge. By all accounts, Honest Abe Lincoln read the Gettysburg Address in 3 minutes. Can Fran, who hasn't practiced reading this famous piece of oratory, get through it in 30 seconds? 3, 2, 1, both of you go.
Most of years ago, fathers before upon this continent, any nation conceived of liberty dedicated to the proposition of all men are created equal. Never engage in grace of what tested with that nation, any nation so conceived dedicated long endure. We met here in the battlefield where we come to dedicate the portion in front of us, but if those who give their life that the nation might live and all together fitting and properly. We should do this, but larger than we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot held the ground, great men living and dead and struggling, have consecrated far above the poor and near the dry. What we will no longer remember what we see here, but applicated for some living rather to be dedicated to unfinished work with their so far noble the carriage. Rather for us to be dedicated to great chance to remain before us, so the honor did increase devotion for the case of the last full measure of devotion. We highly resolve the detection of died in vain, the distinction of a new birth of a theme, the government of the people, by the people, for the people, not to perish from the earth.
Whoa, stop. Whew. Watch how fast those words fly by. For the first time in my life, I am speechless. Fran read the Gettysburg Address 6 times faster than Lincoln, and most of us as well. Was this double talk, triple talk, or gibberish? We have a way of finding out. Now you're able actually to slow this down?
Yes, I can save this file, pump it into another program, and we can slow it down. I can change the pitch, and then we can listen to Fran maybe in a little more normal speed.
Let's do it.
Okay?
Once 20 years ago, our fathers brought forth upon this continent a new nation conceived of liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
What's not there are the pauses between words. There's very little of that.
That test only showed Fran's impressive reading speed. It's still not as fast as when she's reciting a memorized piece, like the first 2 verses of the 91st Psalm.
He that dwells secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the mighty say, Lord is my refuge and fortress, my God, and my trust. He that dwells secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the mighty say, my Lord is my refuge and my fortress, my God, and my trust.
Something about trust. That's right. The first two verses of the 91st Psalm. We'll slow it down just in case you missed a few words.
He that dwells secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I say, my Lord is my refuge and my fortress, my God, and my trust.
Now, back to Fran's speed.
He that dwells secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty say, my Lord is my refuge and my fortress, my God, and my trust.
That was Fran at her fastest. The untouchable world record speed of 603 words per minute. 10 times faster than the average person. So how does Fran Capo talk so much faster than the rest of us? Professor Burgess thinks that it has something to do with her brain. In particular, a region called the Broca's area. It's likely that in Fran, this is a higher functioning area. And though some would say, if it ain't Broca's, don't fix it, we decided to take a look inside Fran's cerebral lobes anyway. Which means she gets to have her head examined, for real.
We brought Fran to a neurological medical center in the office of Dr. Barry Sturman in Los Angeles, California. And no, it's not silly hat day here in the lab. That's a complex piece of scientific equipment that will track her brain waves.
Well, I'm sure this is a good look. You know?
That's part of an EEG, electroencephalogram.
You never looked so good. Oh, thank you. I'll have to make sure that you get a matching look.
This test will monitor not only the Broca's area, but also every other lobe of the brain. This scan should tell us what anomalies or unique characteristics Fran's cerebral hemispheres possess. In other words, is her brain wired differently? Let's find out. Let's listen to Fran while she fast talks. Let's see if the doctor and computer can keep up.
What's your some of these little things? One little bit like to sing, the second little bit like to dance, the third little bit like to sit. Well, they will sit tomorrow won't be.
Tomorrow.
There you go.
The computer isn't smoking, so I guess it got everything. So what's the verdict?
She has a very special talent. She's able to consolidate the effort of her nervous system, get all of her chemical transmitters lined up so that just the part of her brain that is associated with articulating the speech and remembering what it is she wants to say turns on.
How does he know that? I'm not going to brag, but we were right. The EEG found that she's got one bodacious Broca's.
She's been able to use her Broca's area and its homologue on the other side to a greater extent than is normal.
The doctor also knows exactly how she talks so fast. Don't take this the wrong way, but she blows chunks.
It's your ability to, what we call chunking, to break the material up into blocks and see them as entities instead of each single word. People who can do that, and do chunking, can read much more quickly and memorize better.
Take another look at that humongous Broca. Not only is Fran Capo more than human, she's got the paperwork to prove it.